Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So here I am again sharing with you another masterpiece of a perfume. Lanvin is a French fashion house which opened in 1889 and it is owned by Jean Lanvin. I mean, how awesome is that, right? So it's been up and running since for over 133 years right now. In 1927, Jean requested Fraysse to create a perfume as a gift to her daughter Marguerite for her 30th birthday. And then André actually called Paul Vacher to help him fulfill Jean's request. Little did they know that they're going to create a perfume masterpiece, which is one of the best perfumes in the world. Now that we know, it's actually Arpege. Yeah? So it is believed to be that Arpege has over 62 notes. I mean, how awesome, how crazy is that, right? I mean, I'm not going to go through all the 62 notes, and besides, I can't find all those 62 notes are anyway. Now, in the book of Roja, The Essence of Perfume, Roja asked Richard Fraysse about his father's creation, and apparently Jean insisted on using only the finest materials when creating Arpege, with no matter what the cost is, you know. And then in 1993, Arpege was actually reformulated. I mean, most perfumes, I mean, almost all perfumes actually go through reformulations anyway. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it, yeah? Now, the one that I have is the modern version, which is very unisex, actually, guys. If you haven't smelled Arpege, it's very unisex. We're going to go through the smell later on. But for now, let's go through the notes of the perfume. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to look on my computer because there's a lot of them. So on the top notes, you have bergamot, aldehydes, peach, orange, honeysuckle, and orris. And then on the middle notes, you have rose, jasmine, ilang-ilang, coriander, tuberose, violet, and geranium. And on the base notes, you have sandalwood, vetiver, patchouli, vanilla, and musk. So again, what I have here is the current modern version of Arpege, and this one here. Wait, it's not focusing, guys. You really can't see, huh? So this one here is the 1930s version. How crazy is that, right? So this kind of bottle was released in the 1930s all the way until 1980s. So this is as close as you can get from the vintage version in 1927. Now, fun fact, you see that image on the bottle? There you go. So that is actually an image of Jean Lanvin and her daughter Marguerite, as they were dressing up, getting ready to attend a Halloween ball back in the day. Now, so the overall smell of Arpege, I have them here. The modern version versus the vintage version. Okay, so the overall scent profile of Arpege is a warm, velvety, powdery, aldehydic floral with a warm base, warm woody base. I mentioned earlier, guys, it is very unisex. So if you like classic fragrances such as Chanel No. 5, First by Van Cleef & Arpels, Calèche by Hermès, or Chanel No. 22. So all of those have the same kind of like, they share the same DNA with this classic aldehydic type of scent. Now, for those of you who don't know what aldehydes is, basically aldehydes give this effervescent, champagne vibe, fizzy, clean, transparent vibe on a fragrance. Whereas, however, though, in Arpege, what it does to Arpege is it gives off this soft, velvety touch to the perfume. Okay? So, in the vintage version, guys, in the vintage version, the orris is more pronounced. So, you get that makeup-y vibe or powdery vibe as well. Whereas, in the modern version, it has more citrus on top. It's brighter, and it's more clean. There you go. So, of course, if you're going to ask me, guys, the vintage version is always, arguably, is always the better version versus the modern versions of any fragrances. Anyhow, guys, so if you haven't checked Arpege, do check it out. It's amazing.